Hello everyone, I'm RAUNDLER and you're watching Chelsea versus Arsenal UEFA Champions League. This is the best 21 simulation fully recorded and edited for your entertainment.
So hello and welcome to everybody who has joined us for the build-up to this occasion of ultimate tribalism. And as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. This is always a game of consequence.
Well, I for one don't think that just because there's nothing resting on it, Peter, a game can lose its edge, and certainly not when you're facing opponents like this. So I hope the players will approach this with real professionalism.
So it's down to business here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I'm a huge fan of Bukayo Saka. Someone always praised for his versatility, his attitude and his cleverness around the pitch. He has the potential to excel in all positions across that front line. But I'd personally like to see him as part of a front three. I think he operates best in that area.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Rice. Martinelli. Oh, what a climb! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Now that's well seen too. Martinelli. And it's Caicedo. Calafiori. Rice. Odegaard. Martinelli. Odegaard. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Fofana, and it's played forward. Saka, Odegaard, Martinelli, Calafiori succumbs to the pressure. Pedro Neto did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Chalobah, Palmer, Fernandez, James, and here's Neto. That's tidy. James. Chance! There was plenty of power on that. Joao Pedro. Now it's Palmer. That's the throw. And it's Fernandes. Muscular approach does pay off here. Saka. Timber. Gabriel forwards and with intent. That's really well manoeuvred.
Pedro Neto.
Caicedo. Fernandes.
Pedro Neto.
James. Caicedo. Great defending, strong and determined. Martinelli. Incapuyi. Incapie shifted upfield. Timber does really well to win the ball there. Cucurella. Palmer. Chalobah. Caicedo. Fernandes. Colwell aim forwards. James. And he goes cross-field. Palmer. Fofana. Cucurella. Timber. Saka. Saliba. Ødegaard. Timber. Tom, whistle's gone, that's foul. He can get that clear. Ball's gone out of play. And it's Ødegaard. Ødegaard. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Fernandes. Cucurella. Fofana. Fernandes.
Pedro Neto.
Colwell gently done. Palmer. Oh, that's nice. Fernandes. Caicedo.
Arsenal, well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
Martinelli. Rice. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Out to the left it goes. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. And it's Cucurella. Fernandes. That's good play. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Arsenal can't make any sort of inroad despite all this possession. Calafiori thinks one through. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Fernandes. Palmer goes on a charge down the left. Palmer goes pulsing down that left-hand side. João Pedro, and the shot! Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
João Pedro really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Great defending, strong and determined, and he's managed to get free. Caicedo proves just a little bit too strong. Saliba. Gabriel. So it is still 0-0. Moved on forwards. Fernandes wins the duel this time. And it's Palmer. And he cuts out the supply. João Pedro. Palmer. Gabriel, forwards and with intent. Incapuyi. Calafiori. Rice. Saka. Odegaard. Rice. Oh, that's a very decent ball. There's the shot! Fernandes. Oh, that's well done, really robust. He's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Palmer. Fofana. Chalobah. Caicedo. Fofana. And it's played forward. And that's put paid to a promising move. It's Palmer. He's shifting through the gears here. Incapuyi. Rice. Odegaard. Played towards the other side. Palmer. Colwell. Fernandes. That's really well manoeuvred. Rice. Pedro Neto. And it's Palmer. Palmer shifted up, and the shot! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Calafiori. Timber. In with the challenge. That's surely a foul. Free kick. That's a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
And it's Ødegaard. Now who's going to be first to this? Palmer. Nice control. Fernandes. Over to the left. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Timber gets rid without sophistication. Correa. Palmer. And he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or something.
Oh, smashing header! Not the best of contacts, given it wasn't the easiest of chances.
Well, if only the calibre of the finish was as high as the calibre of the supply. I mean, that was a beautifully played cross, and it really should have seen something better on the end of it.
Martinelli chasing after it. Palmer. And it's Palmer. Correa. Palmer. Caicedo. And that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Danger averted for now. And here's Neto. Very nicely done. Cross to the back post. Brilliantly cut out.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
James. Chalobah aim forwards. Saliba. Nkapuyi. Nkapie, gently done. Good take, and it's real chance! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, they could be caught out here. Rice with the short one. Saka. Now this could be a chance. Looking for support. Fofana defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
James. That's a cute ball. Oh, he's just misjudged that one. Ødegaard forwards and with intent. And that is as far as they're going to go. Moved on forwards. Cucurella. Fofana. Colwell shifted upfield. It'll be a throw-in. Martinelli. Saliba, aim forwards. Incapuyi. Calafiori. Calafiori. Rice. Now, what about this cross? That was asking just too much of him. Caicedo. Fernandez. That's really well manoeuvred. Cucurella. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Colwell. And it's played forward. Saka. Fernandez. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And that's going to be a booking. Defending, but that'll do. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
James. Martinelli proves too strong. Cucurella. Palmer. Fernandez. Well, a mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Calafiori. Could go all the way here. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Pedro Neto, aim forwards. Cucurella goes on a run down the left wing. And they've got a throw. Saliba shifted upfield. himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Plenty to aim at here. Well, what's he giving here? The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. Caicedo gets his final warning.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Saka! Saka! Goal! Arsenal! First blood drawn. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration would be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
And that's a throw. And it's Rice. James cuts it out. Fernandes. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? What a throw in. Odegaard. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Caicedo. James. Chalobah. Fernandes. Palmer. That's a good run down the left. Cucurella. Saliba. Timber. And here's Saka, and it's Timber. Rice. Nice physical challenge. Pedro Neto. James. Now it's João Pedro. Proves too strong. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Chalobah gets over and intercepts. Caicedo. James. Lovely bit of skill. Lovely shoots! Oh, that was no routine save.
Pedro Neto is offering a wry smile there.
And it's been taken short. Showing good feet. Gabriel did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Rice. Ødegaard. Saka. Rice. Ødegaard. And here's Saka. And the finish! And it's Palmer. Picks it up out wide. So who's he picking out? Fernandes. And that's a good ball. Shapes to shoot! They've played it short. Fernandes, can he finish? Come roaring back. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Pedro Neto does really well to win the ball there. Cucurella. Palmer. Cucurella. Fofana. Moved on forwards. It's gone for a throw-in. And it's Ødegaard. Oh, what a Martinelli! Decent enough try.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
That's really well manoeuvred. Rice. And here's Martinelli. Martinelli played out to the left flank. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. James. Pedro Neto. Oh, such a clever touch. Saka. Martinelli. Aimed in towards the centre. Caicedo. Fernandes. James. Pedro Neto. Well, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Muscular approach does pay off here. He is through here. Fernandez shifted upfield. Crosses it in here. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Pedro Neto.
Pedro Neto carries the ball down the right. And it's Caicedo. James. Plays it across. He's there to get rid. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Caicedo. Palmer! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Saliba, gently done. Odegaard. Martinelli. Rice. João Pedro. Spread out to the left. Now it's Palmer. He's got away. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's João Pedro. And here's Palmer. Caicedo.
João Pedro really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Martinelli, aim forwards. Fernandez wins the duel this time. Cucurella. Palmer. Strong running down that left flank. That is lovely. Now it's Palmer. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Gabriel attempts a clearance. Might be danger here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Chalobah. Fernandez. Chalobah. Colwell. Caicedo. Fofana. Palmer. Cucurella. Succumbs to the pressure. Odegaard. Shot, surely! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Arsenal really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Fofana. And it's played forward. It's gone out for a throw-in. And it's Odegaard. Martinelli. Done delicately. Deftly away. Cucurella. Colwell. Moved on forwards. Out for a throw. Rice. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto looking to get on the end of this. And here's Neto. That's very neat. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Martinelli. Saka. Now he's wondering who wants it. Rice. The referee's awarded a free kick. Oh, that's disappointing. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Pedro Neto, he is onto this. Oh, nice touch. James, now up he goes! Harmlessly behind.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Saliba, forwards and with intent. And they're not going to make any further progress now. That's a nicely weighted pass. Capier tries to clear and reclaimed it in a trice. Lovely feet. And it's Fernandes. Cucurella played back in. Gabriel clears it away. João Pedro. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Martinelli. Rice. That's a dangerous ball. Fernandes. Now it's João Pedro. Out to the right. Incapuyi. Calafiori looks to the other side. Timber. Ødegaard. Saka. Rice. Martinelli. Oh, it's come loose. Could be danger here. Hit into the middle. And that has been cleared. Martinelli. It's run loose here. Foot in. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Chalobah. Cucurella. Palmer. Cucurella. Fofana. That's really well manoeuvred. He is just caressing the ball. They get a throw in. And that is out of play. Caicedo, and it's lofted through here. Oh, can he get onto this? That'll be a throw-in. Cucurella. Fernandes, given the lift of his goal. Pedro Neto. Oh, this is a great position. Caicedo. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, sweet feet. It's Rice. Rice has been caught there, it's a foul. And here's Saka. João Pedro. Pedro Neto. Saka. Timber. Muscular approach does pay off here. Fernandes. And it's Palmer. Cucurella. Palmer. Looking for a decent ball in. The ball goes in. That is a brilliant interception. Pedro Neto with the foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. They'll start all over again with the goalkeeper.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Chalobah moved on forwards. Timber. Saka. Fernandes does really well to win the ball there. Palmer. Chalobah. Fernandes. Colwell shifted upfield. Saliba. Cucurella. Caicedo. Fofana. Palmer. Now he's off and running. João Pedro. And it's played forward. Martinelli. Pedro Neto. João Pedro. And here's Palmer. Fernandes. That is lovely. Now it's Palmer. Cucurella delivers with wit. Saka aim forwards. defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Pedro Neto.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Oh, good spread. And it's James. Caicedo, who does have an assist to his name. Fernandez. Great defending, strong and determined. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Gets the shot away!
Oh, that is rather wayward. Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Odegaard. Gabriel. Rice. Incapie, gently done. Calafiori. Oh, red, nice interception. Colwell, aim forwards.
Pedro Neto.
James, shifted upfield. João Pedro, played out to the right. Now it's Pedro Neto. Oh, such a clever touch. And he's got his cross in.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
James crosses.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And here's Saka. Moved on forwards. Now it's João Pedro. Out to the left it goes. That's good play. Palmer looking to run onto it. He's having a shot! It's in! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
Noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, they're certainly getting much tighter to him now. At least the message was received.
And it's played forward. Odegaard. Fofana. Colwell. Fernandez. Out to the right. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Oh, it's come loose. And It's Rice. Martinelli! They've scored! It's level again! What a match we have!
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
This is quite a battle.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Colwell. Caicedo played out towards the right wing. Pedro Neto. Rice wins the duel this time. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
It's a great ball. Martinelli! And the ball's come loose here.
Arsenal really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And he has been fouled there. Well, he knows very well that he is already walking a tightrope. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Oh, Peter, what a lucky boy. A telling off as opposed to a sending off.
Saka. And they've got rid. Referee's given a throw.
Arsenal really are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Caicedo. Chalobah forwards and with intent. And it's Cucurella. That's really well manoeuvred. Cucurella. Palmer. Cucurella. Palmer. Fernandez. Now it's João Pedro. James.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Ødegaard. Rice. Martinelli. And here's Martinelli. Chance for a cross, maybe now or never. Well, Nice touch. Oh, that's a fine challenge.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Saliba. Rice chooses to go cross-field. And here's Saka. That's very neat. Saka, and that's aimed into the middle.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Rice.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Fernandez.
They're playing as if time is on their side when it's fast running out. They've got to quicken this up.
And it's James. He's cut it out.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Palmer. So time is nearly up. One final twist, perhaps. Palmer. Very nicely done. And here's Palmer. Over to the left. And here's Palmer. They need to get it in quick. Climbs up big! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Odegaard. Incapuyi. And it's played forward. Calafiori played over towards the opposite flank. Saka.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Receives it in a good position here. Caicedo. João Pedro. Now then, the ball's come loose. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Martinelli. Timber. Rice. Rice, gently done. Pedro Neto. Now it's João Pedro. Gabriel with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Martinelli. Rice. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Cucurella. Fofana. Caicedo. Caicedo forwards and with intent. That looks a cracking ball. João Pedro. Now the ball in. And who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. And that's that. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, that